And welcome back to Let's Play Jak and Daxter. Last time we completed the Boggy Swamp, and by extension we have gotten all power cells available at this point in the game, as well as all Precursor orbs. Now, with all of that taken care of, we can finally power this eco laser to move that boulder up there, when I can actually look at it. And we can get up to fight that Klaw lurker. Actually, his name is just Klaw. Yeah, you might have lost the plot at this point, we were just kind of having fun. Anyways, Kira, here are the power cells.
Great! You have the cells for the machine. They ought to provide enough power to lift that boulder. There we go. Now be careful facing that monster lurker at the top.
Wait! I'll stay here and protect Kira. Jak, I think you're ready to handle that monster without...
Oh, really heroic of you.
Honestly, what does Daxter do for us? I mean, I guess Jak kind of includes him in his spin attack. You know, it wouldn't be the end of the world if you left Daxter behind. He does actually do things every now and again in the sequels, but in this game, he's kind of just Jak's shoulder monkey. Shoulder Otzel, I suppose. Anyways, continuing along the pass here, we can make our way over here, and we've got a boss arena. Time for the second boss fight of the game, Klaw. Remember, this game has very few boss fights, only 3 altogether. Fortunately, this one is much more complicated and a little bit more interesting than the Dark Eco Plant. So, starting things off, we are on these 3 platforms here that we gotta jump between as Klaw throws out rocks randomly, and I do mean pretty randomly. I was about to jump off, but he was instead still firing at the center platform. If you touch the lava, I shouldn't have to tell you this, but you do in fact die. I mean, maybe I do. Sometimes stuff like that, it just gives you a tick of damage and then bounces you back. But no, this lava does indeed just instantly kill you, so be careful there. After we grab the blue eco, the platform raises, we can get up to Klaw while he chucks boulders at us again, and then we can grab the yellow eco. He's gonna lift up a boulder, we just blast him with yellow eco, and then the boulder drops on his head. And that is the pattern for the fight, with minor tweaks to make it a little bit more difficult as it goes on. And as you can imagine, the boulders begin to come out a lot faster once we go into a new phase of the fight. This is where the unpredictability of the boulders can become kind of annoying. Just be very careful if you don't think you're going to be able to clear a jump. Nothing is worse than trying to jump off a platform as you're getting hit, and then you just end up sinking in the lava and dying, having to start the fight over again. Remember, rule of 3s applies here, so we've got 3 phases to get through. The timing for hitting him with the yellow eco is quite generous. I've never had him throw that big rock at me. I don't even know how long you'd have to wait around for him to do that. As you can see, more sections of the platform broke off this time, or rather, there were sections broken off, meaning we have to tread a little bit more carefully. Now, we go into the last phase, and in this phase of the fight, what I recommend doing is I just recommend doing a circuit across the platforms when you have to jump across one. So if you're on the right, go all the way to the left, and that should help you avoid the boulders. Just be mindful of the angle that they're coming from. We're doing pretty good here. Oh, no, 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 no! Oof, that was close. That was exactly what I was talking about. As you can see, if you're hovering over the platform as the boulder strikes, you're going to get hit, even if it doesn't visually connect with you. And if you're in the process of jumping off, that can kill your momentum and kill you. I almost died there, but I was able to swing it back, which I would have been frustrated if I died. Fortunately, like I said, rule of 3s, after the 3rd boulder on his head, Klaw is defeated. We have shown the strong man how you do it, and now we are ready to move on. Get a punny little trophy there, as you'd expect.
Great work! The people of Rock Village are breathing a collective sigh of relief. But there's no time to celebrate. Use your zoomer to navigate the mountain pass up ahead. Be careful. It looks like the lurkers have rigged the whole pass with explosives. When you reach the volcanic crater, be sure to visit the Red Sage's lab and activate the teleport gate so that Father and I can join you.
Alright, sounds good, Kira. So, we are now technically in the next level, Mountain Pass. Because of that boss fight, this level isn't strictly a zoomer-only level, though I kind of still consider it one, since Klaw is so distinct from the actual level here. As you're about to see, the Mountain Pass has completely distinct visuals from the Klaw boss fight.
Oh my! Those lurkers must be headed for a detonator at the end of the canyon! If they reach it before you do, they'll blow up the entire pass! You've gotta beat them there and destroy the detonator, or it's all over!
Alright, so the Mountain Pass is something of a race level, and when I was playing this on my practice playthrough, I actually wasn't completely clear on what I was supposed to be doing here, and I thought I was supposed to bump the flying lurkers in order to take them out, but no, we just have to beat them to the end here. I'm not gonna double back to try and get Precursor orbs that I miss right now, just because it's not super necessary, and we'll be able to quickly do it after it's over. Man, I'm missing a ton here, but it's okay, it's okay. I will be getting all the scout flies, though. That's much easier. Just slow yourself down as you're coming across them. Don't worry, once you pull ahead of the flying lurkers, you should be able to maintain that distance going forward. But thankfully, we also have the more standard crates here. It is a little annoying in these succeeding zoomer levels that you do have trails of Precursor orbs that are super easy to miss. You can grab the blue eco to speed yourself up, but generally, you still move faster than the flying lurkers even without it, so I don't think it's super necessary to go for it. Got another scout fly box over here. Be careful when rounding corners, because the game will sometimes just throw you into a pit. That was terrible. I didn't expect that to come at all. If you brush by... Oh no, oh no, oh no. Okay, it's not a big deal. Let's just keep going. We're right at the end. Then we can double back. If you hit those... I was a little indecisive here, but I realized, you know what, we're at the end, and I'm gonna be doubling back anyway, so there's no reason for me to just end it right there. Let's just get the power cell.
Good work! You beat them to the detonator! The Red Sage's lab is just ahead. Go turn on the teleport gate so we can join you.
I'll get to that in due time, Kira, because now we can just double back with no pressure and get the scout fly that we missed, as well as the Precursor orbs. Anyways, as I was trying to say, these giant explosives, if you run into them, probably stands to reason it is instant death. You will just immediately be blown up, so try not to do that. But there is a way we can use that to our advantage here, coming up. Yeah, no, I'm nowhere near enough momentum to clear that, but that's fine, that's fine. So let's just take a leisurely stroll back, and there's something else I want to show anyway, so that'll give us an opportunity to go over that real quick. There is another power cell we can get in the Mountain Pass, independent of the scout flies and the power cell at the end. There is a eco vent that is unopened. It is not a blue eco vent, it is a yellow eco vent. Whoops. Almost clip right that one. Let's just slowly turn around. As you can see, no pressure now, and honestly, we probably should take it pretty slow. If I clip an explosive, then I get sent all the way back. So over here, there is this yellow eco vent, and there is a conspicuously different colored rock formation here. Once we have that eco vent open, we can come back and blast that rock formation in order to get another power cell in the Mountain Pass. However, it's going to be a little bit longer before we're able to do that. But it won't be too long. Probably at the end of the next video, actually, we'll be able to do that. Just picking up all these Precursor orbs that I so inelegantly missed here. And now we've just got this one right here. There we go, Mountain Pass. Now, since we've already hit the checkpoint, let's just throw ourselves off a cliff. And there we go. The yellow eco vents are not used too heavily compared to the blue eco vents, although I don't honestly know which blue eco vents are closed if you don't power them up in the Forbidden Jungle. So maybe it is used just as much. Who knows? Who knows? Anyways, the final hub area of the game. Well, technically the final hub area of the game. This is the volcanic crater, and of course, right out the gate, we've got some scout flies to collect. You can see one over there, a bunch of Precursor orbs, all the stuff you'd expect. One thing that the volcanic crater kind of lacks in, though, is NPCs, and we'll be getting into that in due time, Let's head over here, though, and go into the Red Sage's hut and power the teleporter.
Oh, fuck, I always wonder if I'm losing body parts in those things. Holy yakkow! The Red Sage's lab looks worse than the Blue's.
Well, it definitely looks as though there's been a struggle here.
I'd hardly call it struggle. Would you, dear sister?
Certainly not. The Red Sage gave up with so little effort. No fun at all.
Doll? Is that you? You've finally gone off the deep end, eh? And Maya, I told you the dark eco would affect you both. Nobody ever listens to old Samos. What have you two done with the blue and red sages?
Don't worry about your colorful friends, you old fool. They're perfectly safe in our citadel. Our special guests.
They have graciously agreed to help us on a little project.
You were wrong, Samos. Dark Eco can be controlled. We've learned its secrets, and now we can reshape the world to our liking.
You can't control Dark Eco by itself. Even the Precursors.
Until now,
couldn't
we've
do-
had to scrape by with what little dark eco we could find near the surface. But soon, we will have access to the vast stores of dark eco hidden deep underground.
Not the silos.
Yes, the silos. They will be opened, and all the dark eco of the world will be ours.
But that's impossible. Only a Precursor robot.
Oh, don't look so upset, Samos. We've got big plans for you.
Wait a minute! That was Gull? The same Gull who's supposed to change me back? Gull is the guy trying to kill us? I'm doomed.
We may all be doomed. If they open the silos, the Dark Eco will twist and destroy everything it touches. We simply must get to their citadel to stop them.
The fastest way there is through the lava tube at the bottom of this crater. A few more power cells and your Zoomer's heat shield should get you across the lava safely.
All right, my boy. You know what to do. Take the flea bag and go round up more power cells.
Whew, that was quite the plot dump there. So yes, Gall, the Dark Eco Sage, as we have formally learned now, is in fact the guy... Samos, I'm trying to talk here. He was the guy in the opening cutscene leading the Lurkers, so... not looking too good that we might be able to contract him to restore Daxter to his original form. Shame that. But we now have our next objective. We need to get to his citadel, and to do that, we need to go through Lava Tube. To do that, we need to upgrade our Zoomer's heat shield once more. And to do that, we need 72 power cells. As you can see, we are 3 off. Hey, nice. We are 3 off from the requisite number of power cells, so just 3 power cells, and we can collect those very quickly in Lava Crater. We can finish the game. Obviously, we're going to get everything, though. With that all being said, we've of course got conversations with Kira and Samos to get through.
Hey guys, keep collecting power cells. They're the key to continuing our journey north.
Well, that wasn't quite the rousing speech I was hoping for. What about you, Samos?
Great balls of eco. There seems to be a large lurker presence in the spider caves.
Great. Sounds like a real cheery place. Let me guess. There are spiders in the spider caves, right?
Of course there are spiders in spider caves. But that's the least of your problems. The lurkers are after crystals of concentrated dark eco. You've got to destroy the crystals before those monsters get their hands on them. Up to it!
Once again, we've got an objective from Samos, and we don't actually need to talk to him to get it. Rock Village was the last time we actually needed to talk to anybody in order to unlock an objective. Oof, the camera just did not like going this angle. Anyways, heading over this way, one thing we want to check out real quick is this gondola right here.
The gondola seems to be malfunctioning. I'll try to work on it and get it running again.
This gondola takes us to the Snowy Mountain level, but for no real reason it's broken, and Kira needs to fix it before we can do anything. What is the trigger for Kira fixing it? You need to collect at least 2 power cells after reaching lava crater, or volcanic crater, for Kira to fix the gondola for you. I don't really know why they did it like that. Fortunately, we can get 2 power cells within volcanic crater itself with some of the trades that we can do. Not with this guy right now, though.
Seek the pure light, for within its flame the answers reside. You can gain my power cells by bringing 120 precursor orbs for each.
We could trade with him to get the precursor or the power cells in order to power the gondola and let us get into the Snowy Mountain, but we have another set of trades that we could make. So let's head up here, and you probably noticed that big old cave that I walked by, so we're gonna head into that now. So watch out for these sulfur pits, I think they are. If you step over them, you will take a little bit of damage. Of course, it's pretty easy to avoid. The only way you'd really run into them is if you are carelessly roll jumping. Inside the cave here, we've got another scout fly, a handful of precursor orbs, and these 2 strapping fellows. They seem to be excavating.
Hey, Gordy, I think we got visitors. You think, Willard? Howdy, strangers. Passing through? Us too. Well, we gotta be moving on. Nothing to see here.
I thought you said this was a priceless gem worth...
Willard!
Actually, we want power cells, not gems.
We got 4 of them. You want them?
What Birdbrain here is trying to say is, we may have a few power cells laying around, and we might be willing to part with them for 90 orbs each.
Where have I heard that before? Hey, how do you two geniuses expect to get that big gem out of here anyway?
Well, smarty pants, we got 12 more years of digging to figure that out.
Gordy, wouldn't it take less time if you dug too?
Well now, so these miners here have a huge cache of power cells, 4 in fact, and they're willing to part with them for 90 Precursor orbs a pop. Hey, that's the standard deal, and much better than what the Precursor Oracle is offering us. You might think it's kind of weird that there's just these set of NPCs that are functionally just one NPC who have all the trades for Volcanic Crater. There was some paring down done to this area pretty late into the game's development. Volcanic Crater was supposed to be like the other hubs and have 3 levels, and one of the levels got cut. It was an area called Yosemite, and I believe there are still remnants of map data for it in the game disc if you actually crack the disc. But Volcanic Crater, compared to the other hub levels, only has 2 proper main levels, which is probably why a lot of the numbers for things fluctuate as you go through the game, as level got cut and stuff had to be reallocated hastily. I actually am not sure what the contents of Yosemite would be, but I imagine it would probably either be a Flut or a Zoomer-focused level, since you don't really see the Zoomer at all in Volcanic Crater once you get through Mountain Pass. Anyways, let's make the trades here.
Oh, all right already. Here's a power cell for those orbs of yours.
Alright, pretty good, pretty good. And the next 2 trades will have the exact same dialogue. And once we get to the final trade, we will actually get slightly different dialogue. So, let's make that trade.
Oh, yeah, I got it this time. Here's
A power cell!
Yeah, what he said.
That's it. You cleaned us out. No more power cell!
Oh, those 2 just seem like a match made in heaven. But we've got all their power cells now. Now we have enough power cells to go to the end of the game, if we so desire. But I do not desire. We still have plenty to collect going forward, so we will make our way back into the Volcanic Crater. So, now that we've made those trades, if we head over to the gondola, we will find... Oh, whoop. Sorry, I cut off Kira there, but she reactivated the gondola. That was embarrassing. So we can take that up to Snowy Mountain. Obviously, though, we still have some stuff to explore in Volcanic Crater. Over here...
By my calculations, it's going to take 72 power cells to fuel the heat shield against the lava on the way to Gaul and Maya's Citadel.
We're way ahead of you, Kira. Anyways, over in this section of Volcanic Crater, we've got a bunch of minecarts that are going along the track here. Some faster than others. I'm looking at you right there. Anyways, on this little platform in the center... No! Why did I do that? I'm good at this game, I swear. Anyways, let's grab that scout fly there, and then let's make our way over to the other section. It's quite slow to wait for the minecarts constantly. Oh dear. Oh no! So you can move along the track if you like, and it's a little bit faster, but obviously also slightly perilous. What the? Come on! As you'll pretty quickly find out, the placement of these slats in the mine track are not super even, and oh my... And you will pretty regularly fall between them as you try to move along the track yourself. I am so annoyed right now. I've been falling through these constantly. I swear the hit detection is even worse on these than it is in the PS2 version. And it was already pretty dire there. Oh no, oh no, 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 oh no, 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 oh no, no! You know, patience is a virtue, but I don't feel like being patient in my video games, so we're just going to go along the difficult way that frequently results in me dying. Fortunately, these minecarts are much faster than the ones on the middle track, so I do not care as much to get on these. Now, we're at the spider cave, but we're not going to head in there just yet. We're just coming this way because there's some precursor orbs we need to collect. There we go, already got all 50 for Volcanic Crater, and conveniently, the last scout fly is also right here. And, hey, looks like there's a steel crate up there. We can't get it just yet, but perhaps something in the spider cave could help us. That'll be for later, though, because next time we're actually going to head to Snowy Mountain. Speaking of Snowy Mountain, since we're here, for once I can actually do that intentionally, and we will just be warped right over to the gondola. Boy, there was a lot of me falling into the lava cut out there as I was trying to move along the tracks faster. Definitely one of those moments where I try to do something quickly and it ends up taking more time. Such is life, such is life. But when we come back, we'll be riding the gondola and heading into Snowy Mountain. Hope to see you then. As always, hope you enjoyed watching, and goodbye.
I don't dispute the doubts you've outlined, but it's my right to waste your time.